Hey everyone, this is Damari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the New Moon in Gemini tarot reading for the fire signs. Okay, so this will apply for the signs of Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Okay, so this is not for the individual signs, but for the fire signs as a whole. So just to let you know, I'll be using the Isis Oracle deck in order to get the key energy of the read as to what's going to help you with the healing and transformation process at this time. I'll also be getting messages from the the Rider Waite deck. And then lastly, I'll also be pulling some key clarification cards using the Egyptian Tarot, which is my brand new deck. I love this mini deck. It's awesome. So I'll read those messages in regards to the traditional tarot symbology, but I'll also look at the messages and symbolism pertain to this particular deck. All right. So let's get stuck in. So I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing. It means the world to me to have you here as part of my little online community. If you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to do so, as there'll be lots and lots of readings to come. Wow, okay, that came out really aggressively. Let's have a look. So the card that you received from the Isis Oracle is Chariot of Ascension, spiritual work for the higher initiate. I love that. What an amazing card to get. Okay, so this is the Merkaba. This is the Chariot of Ascension, right? Powerful energy. So this is saying that you're really on track, that you're en route to ushering in this ascendant energy. So you in particular, fire signs, are very much tasked with being the channel, the conduit of this ascension, okay, of this ascendant energy that's coming in from the source to the collective. Very powerful. So let's have a look in regards to the booklet and what other messages we can share with you. So 33, page 33. So the number 33 could be very prominent for you. This is the number of illumination, higher mastery, self-mastery, as well as ascension, and the number of the ascended masters also. So no surprise that it's on page 33. And it even says it here, actually, Merkaba. You can see it here. That's the Chariot of Ascension. Awesome. Okay. So what it says here is, your soul wishes to travel more freely between the dimensions of higher reality. This is to allow your conscious spirit communication, the free flow of soul light into the physical body, and the joining in a divine harmony of heaven and earth. It requires a powerful consciousness to do this. The Merkaba, Chariot of Ascension, and Soul Fire is the spiritual gift to attain these divine purposes now, available to you as a high initiate. Okay, very, very powerful. As it says, you know, you are literally the conduit. You are traveling, astro projecting, okay, astral traveling, in order to be the bridge, the link between the ethereal planes and the physical plane, right? You are bridging that link. You're essentially you'll be riding the Chariot of Ascension through the rainbow, okay? That rainbow energy that's coming in, rainbow light, okay? Which is very much of the 5D energy, okay? This is talking about using energy, frequency, colors, light, okay? Crystals, tools of ascension to help you and assist you when you do this work, because you will be traveling and communing with the ascended masters, these higher beings, right? In order to deliver the wisdom, the energy, and the message, okay, that is needed to be received at this time to do the great work, to help shift consciousness back into alignment, into a place of wisdom, of self-mastery, of kindness, love, compassion, understanding, unity, working as a collective for the benefit of all and not a select few, right? So you tapping into this energy is essential for this process, okay? So very, very powerful message there for you already, fire signs, okay? That you're being tapped for a very, very important task, right? Within this journey that we're on. So I would say for you guys, definitely check out the light work reading that I did just a couple of days ago, particularly when it pertains to where it is that we're heading towards, okay? Because that leg of the journey is very much where you come into play, okay? So do check that out. It is an hour long, so it's quite a long reading because it's for the collective, and it really gives a bird's eye view of this whole process, this current trajectory that we're on, this shift that's currently taking place. So it'll talk about where it is, it talks about where it is that we are currently and where we're headed. And the section that really is prominent for you guys is where we're headed, okay? So I do recommend taking a look. I'll leave a link for that in the description box below so you can check it out. All right. So one last shuffle and then we'll get into it for you guys with the tarot. All right. So, let's see what the tarot has to say in regards to this. Interesting. All right. So the first card you got was the Eight of Swords. So this is air energy, okay? This is talking about where things have been stuck, where you've been felt powerless, where you felt things were unclear, that you were blinded, okay, by whatever circumstances you were navigating, whatever thought processes you had, whatever you were told growing up, any limitations that were placed on you are being shifted, and quite fast and dramatically, actually. Okay, so this will no longer be of the energy that you find yourself in. This is being, you are being withdrawn from this place, okay? So you'll no longer feel imprisoned, you'll no longer feel trapped, you know, a prisoner to your own thoughts, a prisoner to the opinions of others, of society, right? Whatever you feel like is preventing you from moving forward, that's being shifted. Next, you have the Moon card. It's interesting. Another, I can't remember if it was, it may have been the water signs. No, was it the water signs? Maybe it was the earth signs that got this also. But anyway, you have the Moon, okay? So Pisces energy. So I feel like what's being brought into your awareness is this knowledge, okay, that's coming through the spirit realms, okay? This card is very spiritual, okay? This also talks about the subconscious, the unconscious mind. It talks about things that are currently hidden knowledge, okay? New pathways, unexplored paths, right? So I feel like that is going to be very prominent to you. You're going to be communicating and communing with the divine through unknown channels, right? New channels, exploring new possibilities, new realms, okay? In order to gain this insight and in order to bring back the wisdom, the ascendant energy, right? In order to help heal and shift the collective consciousness towards this new paradigm. So whatever was unknown becomes known. Very powerful, man. Very, very powerful. And then finally, you have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So this is your energy, okay? Fire energy. So, oh, sorry, I think is that the Eight? My bad. Eight of Wands. I was thinking that's not right. Yeah, the Eight of Wands in reverse. So this is talking about, yeah, it's literally I feel like when you come back and you feel ready to do this work, you're not going to even need to say or do anything explicitly to put it out into the world. I feel like by you just bringing that back and working in your own way with that knowledge and that awareness and, you know, literally engaging with others, as well as navigating the physical plane with that energy, that's going to do all the talking for you. That's, you know, the actions will speak through how you carry yourself, through how you communicate, through how you interact with people. I feel like that's where it's going to come into play. I don't feel like you have to specifically do anything as such, right? Which is very interesting, but we'll look at that when we clarify. So let's have a look then in regards to the Egyptian tarot and what more insight it can give us with regards to these powerful messages. I'm really glad I decided to do these readings at the time of the new moon, because, you know, there's so many retrogrades going on, so there's a lot of things that are being brought to the surface. What was hidden is now being revealed, and I feel like that is a key message for you as well as fire signs, right? There are a lot of things that are being revealed at this time. And with Venus being in retrograde as well, it's all about the divine feminine needing to heal itself in order to heal others, in order to transform, okay? The purging of the darker aspects that are limiting its ability to do so, right? So that's why you bringing in this ascendant energy is very important right now. Ooh. Okay, I'll take that. Oh, I'm surprised that came up so prominently, should I say. Okay, so let's have a look at the first card then, the Eight of Swords here. You got the, I believe that's the Wheel of Fortune, but I'm going to check that. And also the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so we'll just have a quick check of that, but I'm pretty sure that's the Wheel of Fortune. But I could be wrong, could be the World card actually. No, it's definitely the Wheel, okay? So you've got the Wheel and you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is a brand new deck, okay? So I'm still getting to grips with it. But what we have here is essentially what's being communicated, that where you once felt stuck, things are now moving forward very quickly, okay? Like I said, you are literally being plucked out of this situation, out of this thought process, out of whatever it is that is limiting, that makes you feel trapped, that makes you feel confined, you know, whatever you are told that makes you feel like you have to dim your light, that you have to make yourself small. All of that's being literally just wiped to one side pretty much. I get the impression of a windscreen wiper where it's just like, nope, not today. It's that kind of energy, right? It's just literally being removed, and you're being plucked out of those circumstances into something new, okay? That's what I feel like. But before you can do that, okay, you have to address certain aspects of these difficult situations or whatever it is that makes you feel limited, okay? You still have to address some parts of that before you can be, like I say, plucked out of it properly. So there may be some things that you tell yourself, like, I can't do this, or I don't have this, I don't have that, I'm not good enough, why would I get tapped on the shoulder to do this work? Any set like limiting beliefs that you have of your own, you need to address as well head on. Only then can you be plucked out of this circumstance, okay? Or have whatever it is that's blocking you currently in your reality removed, okay? And I feel like that's, with the Six of Pentacles as well, I feel like that's coming in through prominently also. That you kind of have to address where you feel lack, right? This feeling of lack, not being enough, inadequate in some way, lacking in some way, right? Like you don't have what it takes. That's what I'm getting from this. So I'll also have a look in regards to the Egyptian tarot, because it does provide some additional insights. So with the wheel, it also states destiny turns under the impulses of the will. the genius of goodness, while Typhon, the genius of evil, falls headlong. Oh, okay, sorry. So that's the Armanubi. I'm probably saying that completely wrong, so forgive me if I'm butchering that. The genius of goodness, while that grows, while Typhon, the genius of evil, falls headlong. Change, opportunity, cyclicity, measurable time. Okay, so it's talking about change overall. Okay, significant changes, good triumphing over evil, bad misfortune soon to be released, and ushering in good fortune, of that kind of nature, right? That's what it's discussing. Opportunity, changes, the natural order of things, all the rest of it. So that's what I'm saying. So that cycle is closing out, okay? Whatever these difficulties that you experienced are closing out. However, I feel like there's some aspects that you have to address within yourself also. Like I said, any limiting self-beliefs that you have. So if we have a look at the Six of Pentacles in reverse, then it talks of the bundle of papyrus, help given and received, cooperation, gratification, repayment, okay? So, receiving, give and take, reciprocation, right? And that's what I'm saying. I feel like you don't feel almost deserving of it because of some a limiting belief that you have about yourself. Some self-belief that is detrimental, right? That's preventing this abundance from coming in. This equal give and take that's necessary for this process, right? So just be aware of that, and you'll have to confront wherever that stems from, whatever makes you feel like you aren't worthy or deserving, right? So clarifying the moon card here, you have the Two of Wands and you have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so fire energy, this is your energy here. All right, so to me, that tells me that you are ready, okay? Once certain things come into your awareness, once you have certain knowledge, right? And once you start really working in the astral, I mean, your higher self will be doing this work. So it'll be kind of taking the reins a little bit. But your conscious self, right, your ego, will soon catch up. It will have to catch up. You have no choice, right? Because you are doing some powerful magic, essentially, right? You'll be bringing that back in the form of magic. So your conscious self has no choice but to quickly catch up. And it will do, okay? There will be a bit of time needed for the integration to take place. It's going to be a bit, it's going to be a little bit all over the place for a little while because you are tapping into something on a level that you haven't experienced before. So it's going to be a bit full on. You're going to feel a bit all over the place. You may feel a bit strange, but it's okay. It's just temporary, right? But I feel like whatever the knowledge that's being bestowed upon you in the 5D, you'll have the tools and the means to usher it into the physical plane, right? And you'll be ready, okay? You'll take the tool, you'll use it, and you'll practice it, right? In your own unique individual way. Because you'll have the ability, okay? You'll have the awareness that you have the power to do so. Okay, you'll be in the energy of the magician. You have the means to do so. So let's also talk about this in regards to the tarot, because what we also have here is the Eye of Horus and Horus himself, okay? Pretty much. So that is the sun god, okay? The divine sun child. This is blessings from above, okay? This is insight. This is spiritual wisdom from the highest places. So it's very powerful, this illumination that's coming in, this spiritual awareness, okay? And things that are being awakened in the unconscious as well, that's been dormant for a very long time. So you have the sun and the moon here, right? Very powerful. So let's have a look in regards to this booklet then. So with the Ace, the Scepter of Horus, this talks about the beginning and the beginning of an undertaking, right? As we know, this ascension train that you're riding, pretty much. It also talks about initiative and creativity, right? Whereas the Eye of Ra, oh, sorry, it's the Eye of Ra. Of course it is, my bad. Not the Eye of Horus, Eye of Ra. It also talks about receiving help with material undertakings, okay? So this is what I'm talking about here. You'll have the insight, the wisdom, okay, to express whatever it is you need to express, and you'll carry out the work with divine assistance, okay, because you'll have the tools, you'll have the means, okay? So very powerful, okay? So you literally have like the sun god and the sun child giving you their blessing and assisting you through this process. That's very powerful, right? So clarifying lastly the Eight of Wands in reverse here, fire energy. You have the Three of Chalices in reverse. This is the Three of Cups in reverse. And you have the Queen of Wands, okay? So this is you. This is your element here, okay? So this to me tells me that, like I said, there's nothing in particular that you have to create. Yes, you'll be tapping into your creativity and finding new ways of expressing yourself, communicating, a new way of living, a new way of carrying yourself, you know, a newfound sense of self-awareness, okay? A different way of operating, a different aura around you. But I don't feel like you'll be actively needing to create anything in particular. I don't feel like you have to, set a new precedent in that way. I feel like it's just the way in which you carry yourself will bring a whole new energy, right, to all those that witness it. Essentially, they'll see it and they'll want to understand where it comes from, what it means, right? They'll be inspired by it, right? And that your words carry weight, your actions carry weight, the way you carry yourself, the way you interact with others, the way you embrace people is going to have a consequence, right? So there's nothing special, that you have to do. There's no set action you have to do. It's just in all things, it's going to play out. It's going to have an effect, right? That's why it's important that that becomes a part of you, right? That what this energy that you filtered down from the ascendant planes to the physical plane, you allow that to be a part of the embodiment of who you are here and now, right? Because that is ultimately going to change what you do in the years to come, how you carry yourself, the paths you take, right? What you align to, and it will affect. You have no idea how many people that can touch as well, because you're going to meet so many people in your lifetime. So it's impossible to know just how much of an effect that's going to have. I imagine a significant one, okay? So just to look at the booklet here, the Three of Chalices talks about the Papyrus Scepter. So this is toast, relief, healing, and vigor, okay? So this is like coming towards, this is like celebratory as it is in the traditional tarot. But I feel like at the same time, you're not having to express yourself in any particular way. You're not having to create any scenario, create any action. You're not having to birth a situation, right? And while yes, healing, you could have very profound healing energy around you at this time. You're not having to do anything explicitly with that kind of energy. You just have to carry it and embody it and share that light wherever you go, essentially, right? And people will be magnetized by it. They'll be drawn to you for sure, especially with the Queen of Wands coming up here. That just tells me that people are going to be like a magnet towards you, right? Because you're going to be very magnetic, you're going to be charming, you're going to be very graceful, you know, you're going to shine, right? So with the Queen of Wands, it talks of the Lady of Science, intense friendship, faithfulness, and cordiality. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. People are going to be magnetized towards you. They're going to be wanting to be your friend. Okay, some people might want more than that, but I feel like because of this energy that you carry, a lot of people wouldn't even dare to try and get physical with you because they feel like it would be so wrong, you know, because of this ascendant spiritual energy that you'll be walking with, right? People will just see you in a whole new light, and they'll be drawn to you, and they want to be your friend. They want to be someone that they want to be someone that you spend your time with, right? That they can learn from, that they can work with, that they can collaborate with in some way, right? Because they know that you have a lot to share, essentially. So that's very, very powerful. Like it's incredible that this reading came together, and I'm glad that it did, because that just shows fire signs that yeah, you are you're being tapped on the shoulder for, you know, this transition from the work that we're currently doing now into where it is that we're headed, right? You are going to be a significant player within that, right? That you're going to be working with those ascendant energies, and you're going to help us get over that hill towards where it is that we're trying to get to, what it is we're trying to accomplish. And that's coming back into a state of oneness, you know, feeling whole and complete within ourselves individually and also as a collective, right? Coming back into this this really ascendant, playful, balanced, loving, nourishing energy, right? So just to give you a quick summary of the main takeaway from this is that yes, you are being initiated into higher forms of spiritual work, but more than that, you are being transformed so that you can carry the energies of the ascendant plane into the physical and work your magic organically with the tools that you have, and just by being who you are and what you are becoming, right? And that while there will be some challenges and there's some aspects, some limiting self-beliefs that needs to be addressed, I feel like you will do that. You're already moving towards that. That's what's coming up for you now, so that you can go off and do this incredible work spiritually, okay? Your soul is already aware that this is coming up, and it's gearing you towards that. So you may have had a lot of purging to do recently of a lot of difficult circumstances, right? Because it's preparing you for this huge journey that's coming up for you, where you really learn what it means to live in alignment with one's true will, as well as the higher energies of the collective, right? And then that's when you're going to bring that energy back, bring that insight back, bring the lessons and the messages and the wisdom back, and use it to show people that it's possible, that it is not only possible, but it's absolutely necessary to realign with our true sense of being, okay? So I hope this helps you. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And as I say, do check out the light work reading. It will give you more insight as to the larger picture at play here and how this works, how this is playing out for the collective currently. And also just to be aware that I will be doing your June 2020 monthly tarot reading within the next week or so. So do watch out for that. So in the meantime, I'm sending you so much love, so much encouragement, lots of protection, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.